I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers, notwithstanding that I'm a bit late, but honestly speaking, I've been here for over 1 hour, battling with some technical issues. That is a problem. Sometimes it's only us that understand sometimes what we go through in this broadcast, or in our studio here, honestly. Sometimes problem will come without warning. The problem, sometimes you never know, you never see. You have to continue. You have to deal with it if you can. If you cannot, you call for help. That is what has been going on. I've been here since more than 1 hour, but there have been some technical issues. But notwithstanding, I hereby welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers, even welcome your enemies, because this is a revolutionary radio. This is a place where you listen to reality, because truth is reality. Truth is mathematical. Truth is indivisible. This is what we preach here. It's a revolutionary radio. Because as somebody said in the clip I played, he said that you can never impose development on a people. And that is truth. Development is local. People can learn from others and now adjust it to their own system. That is it. But it's a pity that Africans are borrowing everything from outside. And what has it turned us to? Dependence. We are dependent on foreigners for everything. I say for everything, including God. God was imposed on Africans, yes, because Africa has no original God as it is today. They don't cherish their own. Can you understand where Africans are killing themselves because of foreign gods? Have you ever seen where Africans are, talking about a god that resembles them? They demonize it. They say, no, he's evil, he's a demon, he's this and that. Because the colonizers made a very great achievement. Are you hearing what I'm saying? What is their achievement? Their ability to impose everything on us, on Africans, and demonize our own thing. It's a very great achievement. It's not easy. Now we start, Africans in this show start defending what is foreign to them. It's a very great achievement to Europeans. Very great one. I say development can never be imposed on a people. Look at for example, building skyscraper or building modern houses by the colonizers, and you say, oh, this is a city in 1960, Lagos was like this, and how is it today? Electricity. They came, they imposed, had it been, we learn from them, now start building our own thing, our own way, regarding our culture, taking cognizance of our culture and our reality. We'll be gradually developing and advancing. That is why today you see Africans, they want to, get the highest car, of which they cannot manufacture. They don't know how to convert rare earth material, they lost the ability, the ancestral ability of smithing, blacksmithing. They cannot even convert sand to iron. But they have the taste of the highest car, private jet. You see, development, you can never impose development on a people. Well, that is a very big, huge saying. It's a fact. Development is local. It's completely local. Once you are able to infuse, to change the mindset of people, make the mindset, the mentality of people to, to develop, to aspire to real, genuine, local development or locally induced development, I am telling you, we have won. We have won. Do you see the reason, like in our land, for example? Let me give you this example. Our people, the Biafrans, we are talented right from the womb. You see this talent now. You see our people building drones, for example, building toys, aircraft toys that can fly with under remote control, building cars. It's very common in our place. This is because we are, all our mindset is all these cars, these big things. But nobody, or I've not seen some talented individuals in our land that tries to at least mechanize this, maybe the way we farm locally, using hoe, maybe producing or advancing, having electrical or mechanical hoe in our own style. I never see somebody that produce mechanical ete. I don't know what is ete in English. This rope we use to climb palm trees and raffia palms, all these things. Because we look at advancements that it must be foreign thing. People do not think local. It's a huge problem. It's a huge problem. The same way our ancestors for thousands of years has been digging soil using hoe. That is what we are still using today. I'm not talking about even tractor, mainstream tractor. Can you see any of our people thinking on how to revolution, make these simple things, that are being used in our villages? You transform it mechanically or anyhow so that it will be easier. Instead of you using your force, you plug and the thing will be digging, call it an awkward way. But it is meant to serve us, right? Serve the villagers. You see somebody building, want to build Air Force One. Where is he going to fly it? Because that is what he see. That is what we are meant to believe, that it is development only. Development is local. When a people is being deceived or conquered mentally to believe or to accept that their way of development should be the standard of measurement of development is European. Now it is very, very sad. The Europeans, they came to our land, massacred us in every part of the world. In short, they massacred us, raped us, now they call us savages. It's an achievement. Let me play it again. I love what this man said. It's a very great achievement to them. Listen.
Europeans come to this continent, literally ethnically cleanse the indigenous population out of religious. That's an achievement. Literally ethnically cleanse the indigenous population out of existence. Kill them on a scale that has hardly been equaled. And
Europeans came, he's an American, he's talking about the American continent. He said the Europeans came to America, literally killed and wiped out indigenous populations. But on top of it, they refer to people they are killing as savages. Sometimes I want you to think. Is it not the same thing? Even the Fulani, they have the same character. They are the ones on the rampage in Nigeria. They kill, they cry more. I will bring out the headlines. They kill everybody. They are in the bushes, kidnapping, killing. Their politicians are defending them, carrying AK-47s, killing people. But they are the ones that cry more, calling the people that they are killers. The indigenous people they are killing. They cry more than they bereaved. That is how colonizers function. As they are killing you, they are crying more. Well, they are the ones killing you, but they are crying. They demonize you. You are the savage. But they are the people that left thousands of kilometers, their homeland, and come and meet you. Start calling you savage. Killing you, demonizing you. After killing you now, they launder their image that they are saints. Do you see the problem I have with religion? Are you seeing it? And it's stuck in our brain. They impose God on us. A people that even God will be imposed on them. It's very, very sad, honestly. God. We don't, you don't have a God. When you talk, I say, no, not be voodoo. No, they are demons. Satan is Satan. Black Satan is being depicted with black color, and you accept it. It's very sad. This is what we are trying to do here in order to decolonize our brains. Decolonization of our brains. I love how this man put it. He gave it to them. He said it's a very, very great achievement, honestly. And I agree. When a people today you are answering Patrick, Jonathan. We are being given the names. They are saints, all of them. All of them are saints. But these are killers. But their images are laundered. That ability to launder their image put in us that they are all saints. Why we that suffer the most, that received the suffering, that genocide were committed on us, we are demonized, and we accept it, continue blaming our ancestors that they did this, they did bad, they did that, they did this. Honestly speaking, is a complete mental conquest. Listen, let me leave it to play. Let me leave it to real.
Come to this continent. Literally, Europeans come to this continent. Literally ethnically cleanse the indigenous population out of existence. Kill them on a scale that has hardly been equaled and refer to them as savages. That's an achievement. Who's the savage? The first time I encountered this was
Who is the savage? Judge. You know, here we make you, we touch your brain to reason, just reason. Reason out of the cage. Reason out of what you have been taught. Reason out of what you hear every day in the mainstream. Just reason. Think outside. That is why Radio Biafra is here. We want to revolutionize your brain so that real, genuine development will come. It comes through changing of our mentality, changing the way we reason. You know what it means? Changing the way we reason. That is why Japan is where they are today.
In a little town in Massachusetts called Deerfield. It's a reconstruction of what that little town looked like in colonial America. And in front of each house is a plaque that explains something about this house. And then description. On the 18th of October of 1702, the savages attacked. The first time I saw this, the savages. You come in here, destroy everything these people have, and they are the savages. That's an interesting move.
It is.
You know?
I hadn't thought of that before.
Think about it.
You know, one funny thing, or one thing I love in this interview, the interviewer was looking at this man, just looking at him with keen interest. And after the man said, even I never think like this before. I never think in this way before. Because the man explained to him, how can Europeans come to people in their own land, murdered them, they killed them in the most savagery way, in the most inhuman way, but they label them savages. Who is then the savage? Or who are the savages? It is for you to judge with history, what happened. So when you blame our ancestors, you demonize them, you do this and that, you are in a mental cage. You are playing out what the Europeans put in us, the way they want it. You know, the restoration of Biafra is not only flag independence, for your information. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said this several times, that the mistake the purveyors or the fighters of the African independence, the first time, they made a very big, huge mistake that is affecting us today. What is that mistake? That they didn't accompany that physical independent fight with the normal education, people's education on what it means to be free, that should accompany it. They failed to do that, and everybody was only hoping on, oh, flag independence. Oh, you have gone. Oh, you go. European, go from our land. And they left physically, but mentally we hold them. That is why today in our villages, in our communities, you have big churches everywhere. Either Catholic, Pentecostal, any type of church. Huge, big churches. Methodist, Anglican. But you have St. Patrick in our villages. And the people, these are not built by government, no, by the people. But you have zero ambulance. Think about this. You have you have big churches. It is a kind of competition in our communities who will build the biggest church. Go to every village in Biafra land. You see St. Anthony's Anglican Church, St. Patrick's Catholic Church, St. Joseph's Catholic Church. St. this. But you can never see the people come together and say, look, we need ambulance. that can be taking care of our sick. When we are sick, you can simply call it, you will come and carry it through our community effort. The people think about that? No. We want to build St. Jonathan's Catholic Church or Assemblies of God, so that that is neocolonialism is speaking every day in our heads. Neocolonialism is manifesting every time. It's everywhere in our land. Neocolonialism. Tomorrow is church. People will contribute money. Parish. Do you know what is parish? Diocese. All these things these are the how do you call it? The way the government of Rome and England knows all their spaces they are controlling everywhere around the world. They have it. That is a government of its own. Church is a government of its own, for your information. So tomorrow they will announce to you that this parish needs to raise money, raise this and that in order to do this, do that. Oh, this is from above. Bishop Ujikuo. But in the same community, people will not gather and say, nah, we don't have ambulance here. We don't have even hospital here. Our people, when they sick, before they carry them in keke napepe to reach where there is hospital outside in the city, they will die. They die. Nobody thinks in this way. But when it comes to religion, church, doing church thing, this is neocolonialism. What the Europeans is a very great achievement. It's not easy. I applaud them to make people, start demonizing themselves, demonizing themselves. Do you think it's easy? Go and do now. If you think it's easy, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, go to any European country now. Say you try to create a country. Say, now I've come, I want to create a country. They will take you direct to psychiatric hospital. But they did that in Africa. They did it in Nigeria. You are all Nigerians. Everybody start defending Nigeria because their God have said it. Their God did it, so we must sustain. They must sustain it. Do you see the reason why Africans are not creative? Check around you what you are using in your house in that zoo called Nigeria. How many is manufactured in Nigeria? How many is made in Nigeria? I used to make you think. Just listen. It's a practical thing. As I'm talking, maybe you are in your bedroom or you are in your, those in Nigeria. Or you are in your sitting room. You are enjoying. You have different this thing. What do you call it? This telecommand. This thing. To on fan, to on TV, on your AC, on this and that, even on light, you are commanding all. How many are manufactured in Nigeria? How many is made in Nigeria? For you to understand that we are living just as proselytes, people that accompany others to this world. Are you hearing me? Do you know the joy, how joyful it is? For example, you are as a Nigerian per se. Now you are as you are hearing my voice, you are living in let me say New Zealand. Okay, let me not go far. You are in Sweden listening, and you check the television you are using is made in Nigeria. Do you know that it will give you another type of joy and pride? Oh, you are in Spain, and the car you are driving is made in Nigeria. Is a Kenga. Is, it will give you another joy. You will look at it's my we make up. Look at it. That is the joy being derived by manufacturers. When a Japanese comes to Nigeria and inside his hotel he will see different materials made in Japan, it makes him feel high. It makes him proud, and rightly so. When a South Korean comes lands in Murtala Mohammed Airport, the car that the Oba that carries him, or the person, his friend that waits him at the airport, he came with a South Korean car, Kia. He will look at it and say, this is our car now. This is our made in South Korea. It's our car. It makes him feel superior to you, and rightly so. Don't you see that? The same way a Saudi, when a Saudi visits Nigeria and he sees people are praying 5 times a day, Muslims, they are facing Mecca. He say, they are bowing down to their God, the Saudi God, the Arabic God. He makes him, he automatically he is superior to you. That is it. It's normal. It's normal. The same way an European feels when he comes. He's you are preaching his Jesus. He's happy because he imposed it on you. That is it. What do you have? What do you have? What do you have to the world? What do you bring to the table? Even God, even nothing. You are on, you demonize it. He is bad, he's evil, he's this and that. You defend, now cut off. It's very sad. We need to check ourselves mentally. We need to do mental overhauling to our brains. That is what I like to provoke here on Radio Biafra. Mental overhauling. So that you start thinking in a way that nobody ever make you think like that before. You start thinking. That is mental revolution. That is what Radio Biafra is for. Are you hearing me? Now I want to go into some news headline. Just very few news headlines, please, because time is gone. So I cannot continue just like that. Let me go into few news headlines. Okay, there is this news headline. That was which date? Let me see. 18th of April. That was yesterday. You say SMBLF is an acronym, urges Nigerians to defend themselves amid growing insecurity. Whenever I see this, I look at the hypocrisy of Nigerians. Is stinking. The hypocrisy of Nigerians, it is smelling on the shish. Is this not what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been preaching? Is this not the reason why ESN is being formed or was formed? This is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still languishing in the DSS dungeon. If people can be calling defend yourself, Danjuma did it, and every other person, defend yourself. This is Fulani, they are not joking. And IPOB, I could remember Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shouted everywhere, shouting on top of his voices, begging. He begged the Biafran governors, say, please defend our land, form security outfit to defend our people, our men and women in the bushes, because of the way they are killing our people. It fell on deaf ears. They say, he was shouting, no way. And ESN was born as a child of necessity. Immediately ESN was formed. After Muteku of Yoruba land was formed, all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. Prescribe them. Why should they do this and that? But today, every other person, every other group is now shouting the same thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shouted, and he was kidnapped and still being held. How do you think that we can continue going with double standard like this? How do you think so? How? Tell me. You know, to develop a country, you must have patriotism. And to be patriotic, you have to love the country. And for you to love the country must also love you and give you, give you justice. The country must treat everybody equal as citizens. But in Nigeria, it is not. When you hear some idiots talking about, why is Igbo saying that they are being, marginalized, I look at them. I look at these people as hypocrites. I'm telling you honestly. I look at them as hypocrites. Now, let's start by, if you say, okay, Igbos are not marginalized, this and that, go to federal institutions and you see what is happening there. What do you call it? International airports is only serving. The one in the south is Lagos. Forget about when they say Port Harcourt. The price is much. They raise the tariff. Seaports, the same thing. They have 3 seaports and they still counting. They have dry ports in Yo and Ogun, I think. But none in our land. And you are talking nonsense. I want just listen. I want you to listen to this. These are people. When you hear them, you know. These are hypocrites that are pushing people to the wrong side of the argument. Listen.
Yoruba, Hausa, Delta, Lebanese. What is there in Igbo land to attract a non-resident, which is important? And I think that this will be a question, therefore, for not just the authorities in government in all the 5 states of the Southeast, but to also the billionaires and businessmen of Igbo extraction who are mostly outside of that region. You know, for a number of times, the Igbos are compared to the Jews in terms of how proficient they are, how industrious they are. But
you know, they are using this thing, this type of description. It has become a tool. It has become a tool, a weapon in their hand. Hey, you people are Jews of Africa. Hey, you see Konya. They use it to twist our brains. It is high time we understand the way they play. I want you to listen attentively to the point this man is making, which I term highly hypocritical. Please listen.
Of course, nobody will say that the Jews have not done anything in their homeland of Israel. We know of how powerful they are in terms of military base, in terms.
Okay, he is comparing Igbos to Jews, right? As they used to say, oh, you are powerful, you are talented, you can change water into wine, you can do this. That is why when I look at them, you see these people that are mainstream, anchoring on mainstream medias, Nigerian medias. Honestly, I have no single respect to all of them. None of them, I have no single respect. I don't know whether they are doing this out of mischief or ignorance. How dare you compare us with people that have their destiny in their own hands? Israel is a country, for goodness sake. Israel has no person detects for them, for goodness sake. He's comparing, look at how our land is and look at how Israel, and Israel, they have a breakthrough. Look at what is this guy, this man's name that built built electricity. What is his name? Which was supplying Abba now. I don't know whether they have stopped it or what. Since from time of is it thermodynamics or what is the name of that his company? He built this thing to supply electricity. They deny him gas that is coming from his backyard. They deny him gas from our land. So what is he going to do? The thing stayed there, was there for moribund. You had it in Colonial and Alhaji's blocked the cliff telephone conversation. You had it that they block him. So because we don't have our destiny, we are not in control of our destiny. You don't compare us with a people, with a country that is independent, that has control over their destiny, that now bring out their talent to fold. Their talent to fold, that the sky is the limit. In Nigeria, Biafrans, our limitation is ceiling. I'm telling you, ceiling. So Pat Nnaji, thank you, Mazi Udodrege. Pat Nnaji was he built the distance electricity. Destiny. Yes, Pat Nnaji. He built it. But they refuse. He's an able man. They refuse him. Geometric power supply. He built it. But they refuse him. Imagine that is in Biafra. We have independent Biafra. He will be supplying everywhere in Biafra land. These idiots. These are hypocrites. When some of our people will hear this, they think it's a compliment. He's complimenting us. You are strong. You are. There is no way without holding. Look at see. If I want to fly, I must enter Lagos. It's a must. It's a must. How can you? You import your goods. All is going to a Papa Wolf. You use the Igbo name, it will go into demurrage. Or they must tax it more and more, make it difficult for you, more difficult for you. So how can you, unless you use a Yoruba name or an Alhaji name? So, but when some of our people will hear this, they say, yes, we can do it. You can do nothing. Look at our brother's investment in Lagos. That cost him, you say it cost him over $30 million. Over $30 million. He invested in the beach resort. For 6 years. He said, he built it. Building it took him 6 years to build in Lagos, but under 6 hours it was destroyed. So what will you do? How can you control? You don't have no control. No control over what is happening to us. Because we don't, power is in the center. Power belongs to the caliphate. You are just making money for your, for you to eat and survive. Yes, you make friends with them for them to protect you. Any day they vex, they rise up, they just sign something. Only stroke of pen, your investment are gone. Ask one of our brothers. Is it something Romeo Lodge in Abuja that time, a few years back? They destroyed it without allowing no single pin to be removed from there. A multi-billion naira investment. So how can, when I see this kind of people, it makes me mad. Well, let me play it again.
To also the billionaires and businessmen of Igbo extraction who are mostly outside of that region. You know, for a number of times, the Igbos are compared to the Jews in terms of how proficient they are, how industrious they are. But of course, nobody will say that the Jews have not done anything in their homeland of Israel. We know.
You see, they call it their homeland. Do we have a homeland? Homeland that is occupied by the Nigerian military. Homeland that we don't have the whole oil, crude oil and gas there. We belongs to the caliphate. Homeland that the military is stifling us. They are collecting, they are blocking every inch of our road. What homeland? Do we have homeland? Homeland is just, we are there as a conquered people in Biafra land. Yes, the peace you are seeing there is the peace of a conquered people, for your information. That is it. Anything they say, that is it. It goes. So we accept. And we have no control over our destiny. But the Israelis, they do. They have their homeland. He said it. They have their homeland. That is the difference. Why we are fighting to restore Biafra is for us to have a homeland that is in charge. Oh, I don't know. I'm having technical difficulties, but I don't know. One of my laptops will just off itself. But we must continue. So, this man is talking about comparison. Homeland. The Jews, they have their homelands. We don't. Forget that we have Biafra land, yes. But we have no control over what happens there. Are you hearing me? Before you know, they send Asari, the pig in the creek. He's a mercenary group. They will send him to come and kill us. Are you hearing what I'm saying? They send them. Before you know, the military kills us. Is it not now they are saying, Igbos, or you join military? Our people are opening their eyes not to join, because any Igbo person, any Biafran in the military, they will take you to the north as they slaughter you. They give information to their Boko Haram and other deadly terrorist organization, of which there is another one they call the newest one, not Lukarawa. They call it Muhammadu. I don't know. I will come to that.
Of how powerful they are in terms of military brains, in terms of agriculture, in terms of IT and everything. Why do you think that ideal?
He's talking of agriculture. They are mighty in military might in agri. But Gowon burnt down the blueprint of Biafran inventions, military inventions. Because you can never manufacture it in Biafra land. You are not authorized. Authorization has to come from Abuja. That's it. He burnt them. Look at Ezekiel Izog. Let Ezekiel Izog. He invented a car that does not use no fuel. It doesn't use a battery. Just driving like that. He begged the Abacha, Buhari, not Buhari, Babangida, during their the tenure, for him to be, you know, to mass produce it. And it will be very cheap for Nigerians. A car. 100%, both engine block manufactured in our land. Ezekiel Izog. I could remember the time he vied to be a governor for Imo State governor. I could remember, I was small that time. And they failed him. The man died out of depression. They vandalized his blueprint, everything. How can this man be saying this? How can you compare people that are under bondage in a cage? Now they push us to trading. If people make money, that is why you see, because this thing is psychological. You know, when you are a slave, they push you, give you little gap for you. That any slightest achievement you make, oh, you come and show your master, you broadcast it. Now you have money. That is what is worrying our people. It's one of the things that are worrying our people. I'm telling you, it's psychological. That is why you see ordinary birthday party. They make the world know that they have money. Whereas the people that really have the money, they don't make noise. Do you see? This thing I'm telling you is a psychological state. It's a mental state. So that, you know, because nothing helps us. No government helps us. So here we take it to you. Onye megide nwete to wobere ihe ge hu ya ko na agbale onye ge to mto onwem na azazi oke aha. Imagine that you can have government, you can have government loan, as you have in any other place. Long time loan without interest. Anything, even with the loan as you are working, you know, you buy a car on hire purchase. Any type of car you want, you just sign ordinary signature, you sign and they give it to you, tier rubber. Imagine that we as citizens, we have this type of a situation. We have this type of system. Can somebody start coming to boast because they buy car for you? The answer is no. Imagine that you can get a house through mortgage, which you'll be paying as you are working. You will not even feel it as you are paying it, because they'll be removing the money little by little for 30 years. For 30 good years. A house of your choice, you sign it. You will not feel it. Oh, now can somebody now come and start giving testimony that I built a house, I built mansion, I built a house? No. But because you know, all these provisions are not made for us. So it is individual fight. Once you fight and down Mediterranean, anywhere, that desert, at least those who survive before you because it is something big, huge. Others fell, others died. It's in the head, it's psychological state they put us. So you must boast, because in Naibarambo, you got a low, you know, boom, everywhere. Also, when they on a death row, and when they are thrown, Gankbrokan, some countries, Manago and no, Jishik, no, I don't for Sherlock, Potana, Butego, hey, you know, to Zike. It's normal you get to honor because it is your suffering. You are completely suffering. You could have died. So it's psychological. You have to boast. That is what our people are suffering from, but they don't know it. It's a mental sickness. The richest man in Africa, Dangote, he did his own birthday anniversary. A day before or 2 days before, is it Obi Kubana did. Nobody had it. He did it. He is a person, he can buy Obi Kubana, buy all of them there. Only his refinery in Lagos Do you know how much it is? But he didn't make noise because he is assisted. It is normal. He is assisted by the government. It is normal thing. He is there. The government, they did, it's normal thing. So you don't see it as an achievement. The same way, had it been, all of us have been given equal playground. Had it been, government is providing the same way it is providing every other place, that you can sign and get a car. You don't need to hustle and have a sleepless night over it to buy a car. No. Just sign and get a car. You don't need to boast for it. You don't need to boast and I look at my car for another person, because he can. You another one. Sign just like you. So why will you make mouth? Everybody have the opportunity. Everybody have the right to that. So there will be no boast. But when there is no equal playground, and you hustled, risk your life, you make your contact, enter into fire and brimstone and water and everything and come out. Oh boy, you need to boast and say, nah, that is how it is. It's a psychological sickness. So that is why our people are making noise. If we restore Biafra, and as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, we start building Biafra for 75 years day and night. No, if you ever loot penny public fund, if you go to jail, there are some amount of money you will take from the public. You'll be sentenced to death, like in China. They will shoot you, and your family will pay for the bullet. They will hang you in your own compound. If we continue going like that, to develop Biafra, working day and night, everybody, building a system. Do you think the people will have time to come and be celebrating $500 million birthday party? Who born you? You will now, you go explain entire now. Where do you get that money? You go explain entire. You don't even have that time. You cannot have dream it. But in a situation like this, where Nigeria sentenced us into individual survival, that is what you get. Are you hearing me? That is the result you get. For you to know, but you go to our villages, you see no electricity. Only in few houses you have, constant electricity, born out of their own pocket, because they can fuel their generator, because they can install the solar panel that can carry everything. So that is it. You have to boast. But if there is electricity for all, you pay your bill according to what you use. Everybody have electricity. Will you come and boast that your house have electricity? So it's something they put us into, the quagmire.
Development has eluded the Igbo land in spite of the, huge number of billionaires, huge number of talented people who can turn that place into another Lagos, beyond Lagos or Abuja, into a mini Dubai and things like that. That was the whole point of Aba and the revolution that was meant to happen there, but which we never saw. Why do you think that this has endured for a while? This unenviable reality that there's no point going there to want to buy land, even if you have the authority to buy land. And then secondly, because of time, I would like you to touch on why is there so much anger on the part of many people from the Southeast. Senator Yinaya Baribe spoke about the fact that Nigeria should not think it's progressing by suppressing the Igbos. Do you think that the Igbos are still being suppressed? And why? Is it not something of a paradox that a people so enterprising will now be asking for federal intervention when they would have shown the world that, hey, we really don't need you that much, our enterprise, our sense of duty can get the southeast part of Nigeria to become the next Dubai, for example.
This man is an idiot. I look at him as a compound fool. You know, when they wear suit to tell you that they study mass communication, they have masters, they have PhD, you think that they have common sense. They don't have. Even asking this kind of question, it makes me more mad. How can you tell me, say, a people, marginalize the people, stifle, economically strangulated the people, should strive to build their homeland in a way that Dubai did? Just let us start from airports. Airports, seaports, we don't have. We are taxed more than others. The tax we pay is more than others. So what are you going to talk? What are you talking about it? What of geometric? Look at Ibeto. Ibeto, in order not to, because of competition against Dangote, his company, his manufacturing cement this thing was destroyed. That's it. So how do you want us to, or is it okay, we go buy, sell, you know, we go China, bring that can never develop a place, for your information. Because what we are doing is, I now also I have a commission. That is it. A country develops through manufacturing. Manufacturing, nothing more. Manufacturing. And they don't want us to manufacture. There is no electricity. No electricity. A welder that could be well established, a Biafran welder that's studied welding, he don't have money to even buy generator. If he buys generator, he don't have money to fuel it. So no electricity, and welding goes with electricity. Had it been there is constant electricity, that one he will not think about it. He will now be thinking of, he will bring out his talents. But before you know, no light. Before you know, he fold. Before you know, he enter kidnapping. He enter, because there is no other way. That is what Nigeria have put us into. Because they don't even want us to have electricity, ordinary electricity. To charge a battery, for you to charge your telephone battery, you pay. It's only in Nigeria that I see it. You go and charge and pay. The worst part of it is that many of our people think that the way life is in Nigeria is how life is. That is why they are comfortable. That is why they don't react. They thought that no, they are called the Benile. How can you guys, you carry your phone, you go and there is a person, his job is charging. You charge your phone. People phone line there. Now you charge, you pay. Sometimes when you tell it to somebody, you will not believe it. Say no, it's lie. It doesn't happen. But it's true. That is the situation we are in Nigeria, and it is voluntary. So how can we progress in this kind of system where we are not allowed, we are not given any opportunity to make our own decision? Nothing. Instead, we are forced to play Nigeria politics. So what do you think? You can build our land like that? When people talk about what economic power even do you have? Buying and selling. Okay. If the rest tariff will be an order, executive order, they will debate it or in the so-called parliament. Okay, the tariff raised. Gone. If you want to cry blood, don't you see when they destroy your homes in Lagos, you cry, shout. You have you forgotten the homes our Biafrans build with a heavy amount of money? There's one that said this house cost him more than 300 million naira, and it's not long time, but now they're destroying it. That is how it is, because you have no power. You have no single power in Nigeria. That is it. So that is why we are doing what we are doing. And all these their policies is anti our people, anti-Igbo, anti-Biafra. So how can you ask this question? So let me continue in what I was reading a bit. Now, SMBLF urges Nigerians to defend themselves amid growing insecurity. The Southern and Middle, that is the meaning, SMBL Forum, F. Southern and Middle Belt Leaders Forum, SMBLF, has asked Nigerians to defend their lives and territories following the massacre of suspected Fulani militias in various communities across the country, particularly Plateau and Benue State. Are you hearing me? It's very sad. Just please hold on. I'll be right back. I will be right back.
There is different.
What did give you that mind?
But let me tell you this. You know, there exists the mainstream media. Sometimes what we see on TV is not true. Today you will see a brother in America, you see a brother in Europe, a brother anywhere. Before, like 30 years ago, if someone traveled from Africa to America or to Europe, they take care of a whole family. Today, how many brothers will leave one family and go to Europe? They cannot even buy a bag of rice. It tells you that there is not good as it is pictured on TV. But we don't have to learn about the world from TVs. We have to learn about the world from literatures that exist. And that is to say, Africans have to value what Africa has, start to strengthen our continent from within. We have institutions where we can learn from. We have experts where we can learn from. I do not condemn the fact that people will still want to go. Let them go and study. Let them visit anywhere else where they want to go to around the world. Let them just have the sense of patriotism that no matter how long you go, you still have Africa where you call home, and you have a responsibility in making it a better place.
Wow. So, tell me about Africa education.
Well, education in Africa is challenging. It is challenging in a sense that there are some things that needed to be present and they are not.
So, what will be those things?
And I can tell you this. First, let us look into our civilization. Let us look into our fundamental principles as Africans and the way in which our societies have lived before. It is very important. When Westerners were coming, they had this agenda that the best way to deal with us is to control the mindset, is to control the brain of the African child. For if we believe that things has to be Western to be correct, they have to be white to be correct, then they can make us, they can dominate us. And that is how our education system is. When many African countries attained flag independence, they thought everything was there, not knowing that there was a continuation. Because in the mind of the young African that is energetic, the young African that is skillful, the young African that could earn something for a society, there is something controlling it, telling them that no, Africa is not the hub. You need to leave to succeed. And that is how we are losing our most valuable resources, and that is the human capital. Now, coming down to the education system, every country that wants to develop, you have to develop based on the culture, based on the reality of your country, based on agriculture in your country, based on education which is tailored by the reality of your own country. So that is why African countries now have to look into the curriculums. What do we teach people when they go to school? It is no longer about the language. This English doesn't fit anyone. French doesn't fit anyone. What fits you is skills, it's knowledge, and that has to be in the education system. Our schools has to be solution centers. When people go to school, upon leaving school, there is a society that awaits them. So the education system must be tailored in a way that it is not going to create job seekers but job creators. The education system must be tailored in a way that when people leave, they see solution to our societies. And also the sense of patriotism. And an individual cannot be patriotic if they don't know about who they are. Knowledge about the self. Knowing that you're black, knowing that you're African, knowing the history behind the African, knowing the civilization of the African people, that is what is going to enhance that sense of patriotism in individuals. I can just tell you something. Japan was zero, but Japanese had to send their children outside of Japan to go and study, but keep track of them. Before they send them, they put in principles in them. They put knowledge. They put knowledge about the self in them. And that is why they went back to Japan, and now they are doing what they are doing. You've seen the Chinese in recent years. We have seen many other societies like Singapore, which gained independence the same year with my own country, the Gambia. Where is Singapore today and where is Gambia? Where is Singapore and where is Nigeria, for instance? With all the resources present in Nigeria. Because people are not given the necessary skills and knowledge to drive the resources that we have as a continent in solving our realities. So that is what affects the education system.
So the education is not to teach them the right way.
Europeans come to this continent, literally ethnically cleanse the indigenous population out of existence, kill them on a scale that has hardly been equaled, and refer to them as savages. That's an achievement. Who's the savage? The first time I encountered this was in a little town in Massachusetts called Deerfield. It's a reconstruction of what that little town looked like in colonial America. And in front of each house is a plaque that explains something about this house. And then description. On the 18th of October of 1702, the savages attacked. The first time I saw this, the savages. You come in here, destroy everything these people have, and they are the savages. That's an interesting move.
It is.
You know?
I hadn't thought of that before.
Think about it.
Form of mind control ever invented. Once you accept a religious story, belief system, and it is unquestionable, this is how it is, you deny yourself vast areas of potential knowledge, awareness, research, investigation, enlightenment.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service. Coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land. I had to take care of some issues at the background. Therefore, we must continue. Remember that today is the 19th day of April 2025. Tata Bobochi Eke. Therefore, we are live and direct. As I was saying before, let me continue reading what I was reading. The news headline, one of the news headlines that I was reading, it says, the Southern and Middle Belt Leaders Forum, SMBLF, has asked Nigerians to defend their lives and territories following the massacre by suspected Fulani militias in various communities across the country, particularly Plateau and Benue states. This is the reason why ESN is there. It was established. This is the reason. And even our own people are being used in order to black. Yes. When we say that black people are, or we are used to even enslave, to catch slaves for their own, their own people, to catch their own people as slaves to sell to the white people. Some people used to blame, say, why these people are bad. But it is happening in our own time. We are seeing it. When you see an Igbo man being, being an informant for the Nigerian military, you are doing the same thing. There is no difference between you and a black and Igbo slave trade at that time, 500, 600 years back. When you are being used, you accept being used, you are a criminal, kidnapping our people, doing 419 with the name of ESN, calling people on telephone, asking them that you have to pay, otherwise this and that. I'm ESN, pay for it's the same thing you are doing, because you are sabotaging what you are doing. You are blackmailing ESN. Exactly the same thing. You are just like an Igbo slave trader that is selling your people to the foreigners. For you don't see it as I said, so we survive. No, there is a limit to what you can do to survive. You don't sell your people, you don't sell your own. That is treason. And the treason is punishable in almost every country. Capital punishment. That is it. So, a statement by the forum lamented that the planned, coordinated and unrelenting genocidal massacre by suspected Fulani militias in various communities across Nigeria has pushed all patriotic and well-meaning Nigerians beyond the threshold of mourning for decisive action by people of different nationalities and groups. I'm happy. We used to shout it here every day that all indigenous people in Nigeria, what they know is lamenting. They are killing us. Tell government, please come and help us. The government you are calling is the one that is killing you. The Fulani militia to kill the terrorists, to kill you. So you have to fend for yourself. Danjuma said it. He said they collude. That they are, you don't need to rely on Nigerian forces to save you, because they are corrupted, they are compromised by the Fulani. The people that give them order is from above. They are the Fulani. The Nigerian army is in charge, is in the hands of the Fulani. That is why they are doing what they are doing. Do you remember there was one video that came out one time where these Fulani terrorists were on the road? It was on video. I will check for that video. Or if you have that video, please inbox it, bring it out. We are Fulani terrorists. They call bandits. We are on motorcycle. Many of them, they were on the road. Nigerian military on the road have to call and radio other checkpoints, other military, telling them to back down, that their people are passing, that they should not shoot them, that they should not do anything, that they let them pass. Nigerian military, he was captured on video with all these terrorists. So what you are relying on these people to save you? That's why the Igbo youth, Biafra youth are discouraged. If you enter, say you go and enroll in Nigerian military as your as as Onya, now once you wear the military, you will run away, use it to do this and that. You are hallucinating. Once you are recruited, they send you direct. You're a cannon fodder. They send you to the meat grinder in the north. They slaughter you. These are the ways to depopulate us. They are fighting. They are killing us through different ways. Enroll them inside the military and bring them up to the north and let them perish. That is it. It's part of the agenda. But you now, will you agree? Will you understand it? You now have no other option now. You people that are discouraging us not going to Nigerian military, are you going to feed us? Go. It's better you be alive and find another alternative than a one pay. Our people are rising up. They are seeing it. They are seeing the reality. That after all, what IPOB have been saying, we are always right. We are always right. That is it. So this is what middle belt, what they are saying. Let me see. The southern and middle belt leaders. Okay. The statement entitled "The Days of Lamentations Are Over. Nigerians, arise, defend your lives and territories," was signed by Oba Oladipo Olaitan for Afenifere Middle Belt Forum, Dr. Bitrus Pogo, Ohaneze Ndibo Worldwide Senator John Azuta Mbata, and Pandef Ambassador God knows Igali. This is what IPOB stands for. This is what we have been shouting, what we have been crying. Do you see that? So, why then is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still in jail? Why is he still kidnapped? Because he formed the ESN to defend our land. What these people are calling today. I thought they are Nigerians now. Why didn't they continue waiting for Nigerian government, to Nigerian military to continue to protect them? Why didn't they continue waiting? Why didn't they continue telling people, no, be good citizens, be law-abiding citizens, don't take law into your hands, just leave, we are into the matter. Which matter have they resolved? Have Nigerian government resolved? They attacked NDA, Nigerian Defense Academy in Kaduna, enter into and killed many soldiers. Till today, nothing happened. It's you that when you enter into military, when they take you as an Igbo person, as a Biafran, Nigerian military, they kill you. They don't even tell your people that you have died. Many people, many Igbo people that have their children in the military, they didn't know, or even their husbands. They didn't know that they have died. They are still hoping. They deceive them. They tell them that everything is okay. They'll call them, tell them, no, your son or your husband is okay. He's in active service. You don't know that he they didn't even see his corpse. That is the worst part of it. So it's better you know, a fool at 40 is a fool forever. Stop being deceived by the Nigerian caliphate. I'm happy that these people, they are telling people the reality, because it's facing everybody. Oh, the Fulani onslaught. The Fulani onslaught, the jihadism of the Fulani caliphate that started since 1804 till today. It never stopped. They are continuing it to today. They are using Nigeria project. If they use one Nigeria, they continue unleashing their thing. Oh, we are all Nigerians. We have the right to go anywhere we want, as we accommodate you. So accommodate our Fulani headsmen in your bushes. So they have the right to move anywhere. That is what they are doing. They use Nigeria, one Nigeria. They use Gowon and unleash terror. They committed genocide, even with Awolowo. Starved us, Biafrans. And today, the Fulani is dealing with them. They say, no, he's Igbo the problem. Britain started it. Oh, it's Igbo coup. As if it's no more Nigerian military coup. Now they turn it Igbo coup. They turned everything against Igbo people. Igbo hatred. They use Igbo hatred to take over everything. As they are taking over, if the indigenous people want to look them, they say, no, don't look us. Igbo is your problem. And the people, very stupid, they will be looking. That is so, they will be checkmating Igbo. Hey, Igbo, you do this. Hey, Igbo man, do that. Igbo. Now, the Fulani onslaught is getting to everybody's quarters. That's it. It's getting to everybody. That's my happiness. Now they are reacting. They now go, after all, why don't they say, okay, IPOB? What do they have to talk about IPOB? Why did they prescribe IPOB? Because we saw it in time and said, no, we cannot be inside this because this is what they are doing. They said, no, with the Igbo hatred now, no, Igbos, they want to do this. They want their country. They want, as if self-determination is illegal. It reads, let me continue reading. The latest cold-blooded murder of not less than 50 innocent citizens of Irigwe ethnicity in Zike and Kakwa village of Kwal district, Basa local government area of Plateau State. Last Sunday, following similar killings of over 80 innocent lives in Bokos local government area, few days earlier, now leave the people with no choice than to take their destinies in their own hands, and severally and jointly. Let me tell you something. You know, in Mali, in 2013, when these Western sponsored terrorists that came from north, from Algeria and Libya down to Mali, it's Western sponsored because they always play chess game with people's lives. That is how they do. They create a problem so that you call them to, they will stand as the solution on the problem they created. When it started, when these terrorists, these religious fanaticals, the Islamic terrorists, when they came down from the north into Mali, sponsored by the West, you know, the Fulani in Mali joined them immediately. They became their local scouts. What I'm telling you is what happened. Many Fulani joined them. The Fulani that we are living, you know, side by side as neighbors with their counterparts, other Malian ethnicities, Bambara, yes, Dozo tribe, their counterparts that have been living for years. Now they turned against, start pointing them, start leading these terrorists because they know the ground. They start leading these terrorists in order to kill them. They join them to carry arms, turned against people that have been their neighbors. For you to understand how these people behave. Now, what the Malian other ethnicities, what they did, you know, these people, they are wiser. They are indigenous people over there in the Sahel. They are wiser than those in Nigeria. The Nigerian ones, they are relaxed. They are zombies. Those people, they say, no, we are not. Hey, they turned. They started hunting every Fulani deer. I am telling you, this is what happened. They started hunting every Fulani. That's why you hear, is it the Dozo massacre? They went to the Fulani village in the central Mali somewhere and massacred them. That is why they pursued them. Now they pursued them. They started running down. The Nigerian Fulani started sponsoring their coming down, taking them from Mali. Because they started, and with this revolution that occurred in Mali, finish. Are you hearing me? These are the people that sabi. Nigerian indigenous people, they have an eternal culprit that is in their head, in Igbos. They will be killing them, everything. They don't care. What matters to them is Igbo man. Why, or how Igbo man is succeeding? Why is he progressing? Why is he doing this? How he laugh? He have another plan. Why will Igbo man laugh like this? Are you hearing me? So they use it. Do you remember when every time in Nigerian news it is ESN, Southeast, this and that? It was orchestrated by the Nigerian Caliphate. They did it voluntarily in order to hypen the news, hypen the hatred you have against our land. That we are the problem. Igbos are the problem. this is Biafra thing. Now, what is happening? As they are doing that in that time, they are, the Fulani terrorists are solidifying their grounds in many bushes, because the indigenous people, they have been pushed to be checkmating the Igbos, checkmate Biafrans. This Biafra. Do you still see Bini people talking about the Biafra, making mockery of it? They are having taste of what we Biafrans saw for a long time. So now their languages are changing. That is it. So we must continue. So they are now telling people, say these terrorist killings, wiping out entire families and villages, hypocritically branded the farmers' headers clash on the farmers' land, have become such commonplace that officials of the Nigerian state on each occurrence only indulge in cooperative statistical analysis of the number of lives. Is it not what we preach here? Do they I'm happy that they are saying this by themselves. What Nigerian government does is counting numbers. No, the people will say no, more than 300 are killed. No, Nigerian police or Nigerian military will say no, it is only 110. There will be is a comparative. They say it's a farmers' headers clash. Now they start comparative statistical analysis of the number of lives lost. That is where this one will say no, is 350. Nigerian government will say no, it's over exaggerated now. It's only 110. As if one life, as if they can create one life. So they are now seeing what we saw years back. They are now seeing that this is a ploy to keep everybody busy in an argument that doesn't make any sense at all. Whereas they are carrying out the whole thing. They will carry military, go up to fight them. Now give the Nigerian military, mostly Igbos, Southerners are mostly Igbos. They will give them defective weapons. We have seen it now several times. There is one, I think, is it a colonel or major or general or major general, something like that. That was sacked. He was a Yoruba military that came out and started talking, say, look, this thing they are doing, they are killing our military for nothing. I'm a military senior commander. They give us defective weapons. Whereas this Boko Haram, this Fulani terrorists, they are armed to the teeth with the latest equipment. And you see what they are doing? It is now, I'm happy it's now they are seeing this on a good morning. On a well done, good morning. So these people, they owe apology to IPOB. They owe apology to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. I'm telling you. So all these things we have been saying, shouting, so it's now they are seeing it. They will come after the killing. They will tell you, no, be good. Don't take law into your hands. So they will tell the community, no, be good citizens will be on top of the matter. Don't take laws into your hands. Be good citizens. The normal rubbish. They use the governors to come ahead. Look at them. Let me see. You see this one? You see, Plateau governor. It's a news headline of 17th. Investigations commence as over 30 cows are allegedly poisoned. So they start investigation. Plateau governor orders investigation. The Plateau state government has ordered an immediate investigation into the alleged poisoning of 36 cows at the Tafigana Junction, Zanwa community in Bisa local government area of the state. He didn't come off to talk against the killing of his people. But cows. Do you see that cows are more important than Nigerian lives? Don't you know that? Fulani cows are more important than Nigerian lives. People lose their lives, so people are being massacred. They didn't come out and say, no, we no go agree. Go, yeah, do it. No, they didn't. He didn't give orders, a governor. Instead, they cry. He said, I've been crying since I said it the other day, the news. I've been crying since I had they kill again, or Fulani kill my people again. So I've been crying since yesterday. But when he heard that the cows, or Fulani cows are poisoned, now we give marching order. Oh yeah, you have to show, because he's a slave. Nigerian indigenous people are slaves to the Fulani. I don't know how the Fulani were able to manipulate. If I tell you, say I don't know, I'm not saying the reality. I can understand the way they use the Igbo hatred. That oh God, I think there is one Yoruba. No, I think it's a middle birther, former soldier that fought during Biafran War. He said it. He said that the Nigerian Biafran War, that the war united them against Biafra, against Igbos. That's what he said. He openly confessed it. He said in that 3 years after, some people started understanding what was happening, but lo and behold, the war ended. Because the soldiers, they started becoming disillusioned. They started understanding the lies, the hidden lies under this war. That's why they're fighting these people. But they did nothing wrong. You say some of them even started running away from Nigerian military. But lo and behold, because of the inconsistency of an Igbo man, the Igbo people, they go and collect money from Obasanjo. Obasanjo started splashing money. They sold their freedom for money. That war, they didn't win us because of or through the barrels of gun or through bombing. No. You know, I used to say that our people, we can justify failure. Failure is failure. Our military commanders, many of them started collecting money from Obasanjo. Obasanjo did what he did. Is Obasanjo that ended that war. That is why he is always bold saying it. I use Igbo to fight Igbo. Do you think that that saying is for nothing? When he replaced Adekunle as is it Marine Commando Division, he now saw, he said, no, these people, we cannot win them through firing gun. You can never win them. He said, he went to Gowon and said, look, release money to me, give me cash, I will enter these people, I will buy them. And that is what Gowon did. And our people sold their soul, they sold their freedom for money. The critical time that had it been that war continued another 6 months. Many countries have been lining up in order to support Biafra for Biafra liberation. I'm telling you. Even the Nigerian military, they were now disillusioned. They were tired. They said no. Many of them were starting to understand the real motive behind that war. So they were, but our people, money. Don't you see what they use criminality to unleash in our land in order to blackmail? He said it tells you what some type of people we have in our land, mixed multitude. What matters to them is money, how to live well. Many of those people that collected money from Obasanjo and started disobeying orders and bringing other officers, their friend officers, Biafran officers, to Obasanjo to collect money. Many of them have died. But we are still here, this generation, we are here suffering the whole mess they created. Do you see? The same way Nigerian government, through hope also the man, the other politicians in our land, they infiltrated the criminality in order to use it to tarnish the image of ESN. This one happened in our own time, in our own presence. And they think people supported him. People were supporting job. But they know they are supporting evil. And they make fundraising and they are supporting it. Say now this is they don't know that there is another side of the story. They don't think about what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been preaching for decades. They don't think about that. What matters to them is that now they will be getting money. They don't think about that. What matters to them is that now they will be getting money. Our people will be where go happen our freedom. That's why the world sometimes your people merit death. Your people merit worse than what is happening to you. I'm telling you, because you people are not serious. South Sudan fought 39 good years. South Sudan started the even 1 or 2 years, 1955, 2 years before their independence. When they saw Okwego Britain, do you see people that will survive? There is a way they act, that they want to survive. Even the West, we know, these people, they are wise, they will survive, but let's give them a hard time. But let's give them a hard time. Or what are people like you and look at how look at how they use money to buy people. They save people. They turn people rogue in Biafra land. Say they are ESN. Politicians started using them. Tell them there's a way to do this. I want you people to be fighting for this Biafra in my own towns. They'll be using them, killing people. Say kidnap people, make money. Kidnap. Well, no person is going to touch you. We'll be talking another thing. Don't worry. We'll be covering you on air. Nobody will get the land. They gave them green light. They started also killing people in also pursuing villagers. They say yes, this is the type of Biafra. It's like that. You take territory. It's like that. Started and they know that this is not about freedom fighting for Biafra. They know, but because they give them money, they splash them with money, and they punye hego. Before you know, they brought a Nigerian instituted so-called leader, Ekperima. Or by deceive our people. Hey, now I'll get a jet. Sometimes I'm not saying when you name it sometimes or they can brain some of our people or Bofugo. Can I say, brother, come back now? What is happening to your brain? So you cannot even decipher all these things that look, these are plans, these are intelligent games. Here in our chase, here in our game. If we know, I make a counter. But why are you allowing yourself to be used? It's very, very sad. I'm telling you, very, very sad indeed. But here on Radio Biafra, we say it as it is. Now, okay, there is another news headlines. Another news headline. Let me read this one first. He said, Uromi killings. Stop going to south to hunt. Kanu lawmaker tells northern hunters. This is April 17th, day before yesterday. Rightly so. The House of Representative member representing Rano, Bankure, and the Kibia Federal Constituency, Kabiru Alasan Rurum, has appealed to hunters in his constituencies to stop hunting from north to south. And rightly so. Because if ESN see you in the bush, they treat you as bushmeat. You don't come from north to come and hunt in our land, in our forest. It's not allowed. It's never allowed. Hunting even should be regulated. If it's real hunting, it should be regulated. Not everybody enter bush and start killing any animal you see. It makes the people to be, unregulated wild animals, wild beasts. You want to kill everything out of extinction. You want to annihilate the whole animals. What are you hunting that you cannot hunt in Kano? They carry dogs. Come into they will carry them in trailers with dogs. After they drop them in bush, inside bush road, and all of them will enter bush. Which kind of country is this? Sometimes I look at Nigeria and say, God, the country we think God, the country, the Fulani Caliphate, they are not interested in development. What matters to them is control. They will take Hausa hostage, take all their children, brainwash them that the Igbo is their problem. Igbos are their problem. That the most important thing in life is to kill Igbos, kill unbelievers. They put Igbo hatred on them right from beginning. Many people, now, so you are hearing my voice, Once you are living in Kano, you are living in Kaduna as an Igbo man, they hate the Almajiris. They are hatred to you. Do you think it's normal? It's something that was infused to them into their brain right from tender age by their alphas or imams that are controlling them, that are teaching them. They infuse Igbo hatred on them. These are Hausa children, Hausa Almajiris, to hate Igbos, so that they can. You buy them, you give them, gather them, and give them something. Even inside what you give to them, they will insult you, and you swallow it because that hatred has been there. Is what they infuse on them. Are you hearing me? So they use Igbo hatred in order to unify every other people. But today, I am happy that some people are seeing the reality of the caliphate. I am happy. I am happy that they are seeing what we have been shouting. That look, these people have an agenda. They are trying to colonize everybody through Islamization. That is the truth. It's happening. So this man told his constituents, stop going to south to hunt. Don't go south to hunt, and rightly so. If they see you that you are hunting, say you are hunter, which kind animal that you cannot hunt in the north. So you'll be treated as bushmeat. That is it. Now let me read another news headline. It's a breaking new terror group Mahmuda, yes, emerges in north central Nigeria, kills over 15 vigilantes, others. This is let me see, it's today's news, I think, or yesterday. 18th, yesterday. Mahmuda terror group, you know, North is hatching. They know they are hatching terrorist groups because these are their foot soldiers. Their commanders are in Abuja, in Asorok, in government houses in different parts of the north. They are in the parliament, in the senate. Their overall bosses, they are there sponsoring them. Another new terror group, Mahmuda, emerges in North Central, kills over 15 vigilantes and others. A new terror group has emerged in North Central part of Nigeria, terrorizing residents of rural communities. Sarah reporters has gathered. These are all Fulani, known as Mahmuda. Sources say the group attacks communities around the Kainji Lake National Park at will. Do you see? Some affected communities are in Kayama local government area, Kemaniji, Tanebo, this and that, and Barutein local government area, villages in Yashinkira district, both in Kwara. Nigeria. The only solution is total Balkanization of Nigeria. Once Nigeria is Balkanized, you have disarmed this Sokoto Caliphate. You disarm them. I am telling you. You have totally rendered them, impotent. There is nothing they can do again. Because now power will belong to the nations. Biafra will have our army. When we come now, we will secure our territories. But as long as you are clamoring, we are one Nigeria, the unity of Nigeria, we are the same people. You are not the same people. As long as you are clamoring like their mantra, we are one under Nigeria, you will continue being under them. They will continue ruling. They will continue hatching plans in order to destroy. The Fulani, let me tell you, they are the colonizers. Just like the Europeans. They will create problems everywhere and they will come as a solution. Do you remember when Mietiala said, no, there will be a security outfit for the whole Nigeria. They will secure the whole forest. Do you see that? That is how they behave. They will create problem so that now you will be forced to say, Anna, indigenous people. Many indigenous people are weak. I am telling you. They feel that they don't want problem because they are staying in their land. This one thing I see with indigenosity, you have advantage and disadvantage. Because when you feel that you are in your land, so you also go rogue. You are in command of everything. That is why the foreigner will come and take over everything, or even make money in your land and leave you. You are still shouting, my land, my land. The foreigner will come and make money and leave. Are you hearing? So the indigenous people, once a Fulani creates a problem, they attack, they will come and say, if that is the case, why not to give them land now? These people that are okay, if they say the way to peace is, give us land in your community, do it now, there will be peace. Do you see? They give you easy way out, their terms, on their own terms. No, the easy way out to this problem. We are all Nigerians now. After all, you didn't carry land to come when you are coming into this world. Why not your community map out to land? If it's money, we can pay. No problem. We can pay. Map out some land and you give them, they install. And this problem will finish. It will look nice to you. Because that is the way colonizers do. Do you know that Britain, Europeans in general, they were coming to Africa to do business. From slave trading, now they start coming, to buy and sell. From there, they started saying, you know, we come every time. Our sellers, there are some of our sellers we want to leave behind, so that all of us will not be crowding, entering into ship. So we will have space for packing goods which we buy from your land. So please give them small place to build. That is the way they entered our land. Exactly what the Fulani is playing, what they do. That is the way they would like. They will tell you to give them just small piece, just small. You know, these are our sellers now. You know, many of them once they come, for everything to be easy for everybody now. So just give them a piece of. Our people look at it as innocent request, and no problem. It's even very good idea, so that before the next ship comes, you people will bring. They will follow you. You bring goods from inside the villages and bring it and dump it there. It will be our dumping ground, so that immediately we come, the ship will come. We not waste. They will give you good reason. And you will think innocently, naively, you will accept it. But give them now. Once they take that place, within few months they start expanding. They will tell you they need another. They need to expand. Before you know, they are bringing arms. That is how Britain had a grip in our land. Before you know, they are dumping arms there. Before you know, they are bringing more people. They are always expanding. Before you know, you enter Dumbin Sele. People are around who said, nah, these people they encroach in my land. They will tell you, boy, which kind your land? Before you know, they start killing. Exactly the same way the Fulani are doing. No, give us land now so that this thing will stop. Is it not land? Once you give them small piece of land. In the next few years, they are expanding. Before you know, they start attacking everywhere around, causing havoc. Our indigenous people, please wake up. Fulani is playing on your brains. They are playing on your intelligence. Wake up. Wake up from sleep. Before you know it, if you don't wake up, and I'm happy that you are doing it now. Otherwise, in the next 50, 100 years, everywhere will be Fulanized. Fulani will be everywhere, every community, every village. They will be part and parcel of there by force. They will live there, and they will be in control. That is the way they behave. Is it not what we are preaching for so long time? We saw this earlier on. But it is now other Nigerians or Nigerian indigenous people are seeing it. So another new terrorist group has come up, Mahmuda. They will be coming out. They are turning them up. That's it. Okay, let me read. I think this last but not the least. Because what I'm seeing here is insecurity everywhere. How Macban Mietiela seeks a presidential order on protection of Fulani headsmen. Very sad. These are terrorists. Mietiela, they are the terrorists. Now there is this video. Even I posted it on my timeline of Nigerian police. The Nigerian police, where did I keep it? The Nigerian police going so low as usual by accepting money. When you look at them, you see, chimpanzees. Look at them. The Chinese man is mocking them in Mandarin, in Chinese language, telling Chinese audience, look at how he is feeding wild animals. Is what he's telling. He's speaking in Chinese. He's telling his people, look at how he is feeding beasts in this Africa. Look at small money he's touching them. These are Nigerian police taking. He is giving them money. Wild beasts, and they are happy. They don't even know what he's saying. With the man share, and all the Chinese there that he gave to her daughter the remaining money. Say, do it. It's historic. Look at them. When we tell them in China that these are wild beasts, These are animals. They don't even see food to eat. And you know what? The force headquarters condemns unprofessional conduct of police officers collecting 5,000 naira from Chinese national. Why? Well, look at the kind of condemnation. But when you are looking at this, who is the cause of all this low life? The Nigerian police. Once you enter there, the initial your initial uniform is what they give you. From that day, even if the 10 years, 20 years, they don't give you any uniform, no shoe, you have to buy it. The Nigerian police is buying their uniform. They don't give them any of their gadget. They buy. How much are they paying them? Sometimes they will owe them, because once they bring their money in block, their hierarchy, their organs will carry the money and dump it into fixed deposit in order to bring interest for them. Every month, you know how many billions of naira it will give them, and they will owe these people. And these people, you know the disease with Nigerians. They will not go to fight the cause of their problem. They will look for the cheaper, the miserable cheaper people that they will also exploit. This is what I see in Nigeria, that it gives me, it churns my stomach. It gives me stomach churning. Now, I used to ask, why then are Nigerians religious? What is the use of religion when it is only wickedness that you see everywhere in Nigeria? Instead of police forces, instead of the military to attack the source of their problems, they will say, okay, they will leave them all, leave the politicians, the senators that are collecting millions and millions of, more than 30 million naira every senator, all the whole 109 senators in Nigeria, all the allowance, everything, they collect more than 50, if not more than 50 million every month. They are remunerations. They have laughing allowance. They have a side chick allowance. They have wardrobe allowance. I have played it here now. I played it here several times. When you calculate, they have more than 50 million naira in 1 month. Now, the people that are suffering, look at the remunerations of an ordinary soldier. Koronfo. The basic salary is 12,000 naira. 12,000 naira. These are the people that go to fight to die. They sent to die. 12,000 naira. Koronfo. 12,000 naira. 12,000 naira. Okay, me. You dash. If you dash it to your son or daughter, sometimes you look at you say, "Daddy, now this thing you give me, you no go rich now." This is what they are paying in military personnel in Nigeria. 12,000 naira. 12,000 naira is maybe $6 to $7 in a month, and sometimes they owe them. If they have injury, they abandon them there. But the worst part, that is not the problem. The problem is that all these people, they will not see, they don't attack the source of their problems. They will go on the streets and start molesting, collecting money, cornering miserable citizens that are suffering like them. If people are protesting that they are neglected, that they are not being paid, which will also the police, the military is among, they will send them. They say they have order from above. They go and kill them, shoot at them, or shoot them. After all, I read on the news the other day, a Nigerian police personnel shot one woman, one man, one custom official, on the orders of his Chinese organ. And you are telling me that the issues, and you are telling me that, when I put this thing on my timeline, I say, when you carry Nigerian passport and they treat you as an animal you are as a Nigerian, because with a Nigerian passport you are an animal. You are simply a wild beast, and that is how you have treated any port of landing in the whole world, any country. They treat you like this. They isolate you. Once you see the green, come, stay there. Now their face change, their characters change on you. Others, they will be polite to them. Once they see you, Nigerian, hey, exhibit have come. CXB, come on, stay this side. What do you come here to do? They will check you, they will question you, they will do all sorts of things to you. You know the reason? This thing they are doing, this character is the reason, is all part of the reason. Instead of the Nigerian police, the Nigerian military to fight what is fighting them, they will go to the powerless people that are suffering like them and blocking the road, exploiting them. Before you know, if you tell them anything, they will shoot you. Ordinarily, I saw a video, although I saw that video, I think it happened either last year, but I see the video resurfaced, where a Nigerian policeman, he slapped a woman. The woman was talking, say, why you, before you know, a cock gun, they shoot on the ground. Hey, he's powerful now. Do you remember when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying that how they promoted that military? What is the name of that military chief that time? The one that they sent to as a distant in Benin, as an ambassador in Benin, in order to give him immunity and to facilitate the bringing in of Fulani terrorists. That's why they put him in Benin. They didn't send him to Europe or to Asia or to America. No, they put him in the. They know Fulani. What is the name of that military officer again? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this one. How they made him become general or major general? Because he flew a jet around his home in Afari Beku. They say yes, he have done great things. That is the way Nigerian military behave. Once they are highly powerful against armless citizens, civilians, which they are brainwashed into the. Once you enter Nigerian army, they start brainwashing you. Don't look at yourself as a bloody civilian. Any other person is a bloody civilian. You are above. So they brainwash you to hate your people. General Brutai, yes, Brutai, yes. Yes, I remember his name. Thank you, Mazi. Brutai. You understand me? So once you enter Nigerian military, they start the brainwashing to make you hate the population, and obey order from you for you to love, to make sure that you see your hierarchy in the military, they are your god. The politicians, they are your gods. So anything they tell you is what happens. You obey it, but they make you, hate the population you should protect. The population that is paying you, they make you hate them. They give them name. It's only in Nigeria they call bloody civilians. Have you had it any other place in this world? Only in Nigeria. Citizens that are paying their salaries, they call them bloody civilians. Kill them, do them anything you want. They program them. So this Chinese man, he was having fun. I love it. If I'm in his shoes, I will even do more, because these are animals. So when you carry Nigerian passport and you are treated like an animal, that is it. Don't cry. Don't cry, please. Don't cry. These are the reasons. The Nigerian police force has condemned the actions of some of its officers seen in a viral video receiving 5,000 naira from a Chinese national, describing their conduct as both unprofessional and unethical, because he saw it on the video, right? There are ones of wars that are going on outside the video, courtesy of the way people behave there. People behave like animals. What baffles me, If I say if even anyway, Nigeria is a dumping ground. Otherwise, I would have campaigned and said, look, stop even giving Nigeria all these aircraft. No car, no good car. Just let the Nigerians as white beasts are there. Let go back to using Inyinya, horse, and buffalo as a if you are traveling from Owerri to Lagos, you use a horse. Use chariots. Brute passenger, because that is where you belong as a Nigerian. That is where you belong to. You belong to 7th century. How can a people, police, they honor, the dignity of a country? How can you useless it like this? Do you see Dubai police? Dubai police goes on the highest car, Lamborghini. Dubai police. When you see police in other countries, you know, being a policeman, you envy being a policeman. Because that is the envy of a country. But in Nigeria, look at, once you land at Murtala Mohammed Airport, what you see is beggars. Oh God, nothing for man picking now. Oh God, now find now dollar. No dignity, no style, no taste, nothing. What you are seeing is animals everywhere, and they are not ashamed, because they will tell you, what of politicians? The one they are stealing. So if you are stealing, you have to steal from ordinary person. Why not organize and go and you have a revolution? Fight all these people. You will not. So the Chinese man is having fun. Why wouldn't he? When he come in a country of animals, he will do it. If I'm him, I will do more. I will even, he even did, if it's me, I will be throwing the money on the ground. If I count the money, I put it on the ground, say, oh yeah, pick it. And without the dignity, they will pick, they will do it. Look at them. These are useless zombies animals. When you watch the video, you start vomiting. Say, how do you end up coming into a place like this? How? With this type of people. All of them. This one, if some are not Christians, some are Muslims. Some are Christians, some are Muslims. I don't know what all these things, what it means to them. What is the need? I don't know. But we must continue. So, what we are saying here is to make sure that there is mental revolution in our lives. Because you can never develop a people. The people develop themselves. And the way to do it is by asking questions, questioning things that we are programmed to do. Imagine, ask yourself, with all this curriculum and education, people go and study, spend their money, their hard-earned money, their families, fathers sold land in order to send their children to university. After they come out, no job, they start looking for job, because the educational system they brought to our land is the curriculum. They used to bring out the job seekers, not the job creators. China, they bring out the education, they are in charge. They train their people to be job creators from school. You will see a student after how many years come out from youth corps come out. He don't know how to even knit, how to knit a needle, how to knit a shirt with a needle. He don't know nothing. To learn Babin, a graduate. We need to change. And you see this religious mentality. I continue saying it. A people that has been brainwashed into hating anything concerning us. They impose everything, including religion, on us, including God. I ask every time, where is the God of Africans? Where is the God that represents us? I mean resemble us. Where is our resemblance in the world of gods in the world? Let me put it like that. Where is it the black people's God representative in the world of gods? If black man is not here, we are proselytes. If he's not following Islam, he is following European religion. If he's not doing that, maybe he go and see Brahma, that is a Hindu. He start following Guru Maharaji, Brahma. He said India God now is the best. Before you know, he have entered Buddhism. Say nah, here the Japanese God is. Oh, where is your own God? Oh, ye black Africans, where is your own God that resembles you? The only rest that their God, no representative. You are following others. You are following others. Do you think that it doesn't manifest in your brain? Before you know, now people start handing out one, this and that. No, it's belief. You can't believe that belittles you. Don't you know that it belittles us? We shouldn't accept all this belief that puts us as if we are not in existence. God, you don't know, you don't have any God. Oh, you before you know, you quote your Bible say, only Quran be also Quran say, leave it for the Arabs, please. It is for them. Leave it for the Europeans. Some people will say Middle East, okay, leave it for them. Oh, the same people. Where is our own? No, your own is Satan. He is evil. You demonize it. It is not good. Oh, he killed twins, the ancestors. This and that because you are brainwashed. What we do here is try to reverse that brainwashing. It is not easy, but it is not impossible. That is what I'm saying. These are some of the myriads of issues that are worrying us. I am telling you. Therefore, we must continue in what we are doing. It doesn't matter what it takes. We must continue because there is no going back. Nigerian government must have learned lesson. After spending billions of dollars to destroy IPOB, after renditioning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, thinking that look, the center of gravity is here, that once they rendition Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that everything, Igbo people, they will scatter. Obasanjo is one of the people that gave them that advice. That you know Igbo people now. Don't you see him boasting, saying it? I use Igbo to fight Igbo. He did it during the war, the past war, thinking that he can do it again. That is why they splashed money in order to create, try to infiltrate IPOB, to give us a leader, impose a leader on us, to tarnish the image of ESN. When they are killing, they use criminals and rogues to kill. Now they ascribe it to IPOB. Is it not what happened in also? They blow their whistles, so they promote them. Oh, your talk is ESN. Oh, all these calls is ESN, is this and that in produce. These are lies from the pit of hell. Everybody knows that ESN, genuine IPOB, ESN, we are here to protect our people, to direct our people to the right path. Nigerian government knows that. That's why they are trying to infiltrate, to make sure that because many of our people are easy to deceive. They will tell you, Mazi, in short, when Ekperima was raining, sometimes when you talk to somebody, you thought it's reasonable. When you hear his voice, the way he's talking, you want to be discouraged yourself. Say, so this person can be talking like this. So is he not thinking of what? Many of our people are thinking straightforwardly. They don't know that what we are doing, it has no formula. Freedom fighting has no formula. Your ability to be dynamic, that is what has kept us going. You can try to jump. You say, okay, everybody, tomorrow we are going to jump. At the last minute, quarter to, you see that if you jump is problem, that the enemy have poisoned the landing place. You say, no person jump. Oh, yeah. No, now we have to go back. That is what people don't understand, and they should understand it. Freedom fighting has no single formula. Sometimes you want to go left after you see that left the agenda, you decide, say, no, let us go right. From right, you say, go backwards a bit. From backwards, to Colonial, everybody. Stoop low. From there, you start jumping up. That is a freedom fight. You have no single formula. It depends on the situation you find yourself. You do it. After sit at home killing of our people, Nigeria hijacked it. IPOB leadership, make us say, no, let us wait. You see some people say, it makes the people understand now release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again release without it. IPOB leadership say, leave everywhere quiet, let everything quiet down. Otherwise, if you move with this speed, the enemies are too much. There will be catastrophe and there will be blunder. IPOB will be in a mess. You see some people that are seeing only 1 meter radius. Now nothing they happening. Now Mazi SI. Where is he? Water. It's on water. Where are you today? Where is water? Where are you? Don't you see them confessing the criminals? Don't you see them? That IPOB is always right. Don't you see them confessing that all that they are after all is all opposed to them in Imo State that is plan? All these poor politicians, is it not what we have been saying here? Is it not what Mazi Jonathan have been shouting? But we are little mind and ego will not allow you to see it. This is where I'm going to stop, please. I will go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will open the lines so that people can call in few calls if you may. Please do not go away. I will be right back. Do not go away.
Oh, so you don't like Canada?
No.
So why you not like them?
Not for my education, as I'm just telling you. It's high time that Africans start to strengthen institutions in Africa and believing that development cannot be imported. I can tell you this. Top intellectuals in Africa have studied in the highest universities in the world, but what have they brought forth?
So because of that one.
So sometimes, if you're studying, you need an environment. If I walk down the streets in Africa, I see problems, I see solution to those problems. If you are an individual studying agriculture in Canada, then you are given a vast area of land in Nigeria to practice what you have learned in Canada. In most situations, we failed because the environments are not the same.
Okay.
So that is very key in our trajectory, and it's high time for Africans to believe that there are good places in Africa, there are good institutions in Africa, and there is the need for Africa to value what it has.
Wow. Okay, so your papa get money. Are you from a rich family? Because I just put her in pigeon because of my people. So
I don't. I would like to answer from when you say whether my dad has money.
Yeah.
Of course, he doesn't. I do not come from a family that has money. I came from a family that has dignity, a family that has values, a family that is African, and a family that has put in me principles.
Okay. Because the reason why they ask, a lot of Africa, they want discharge. You understand what I mean? They want run. And you get scholarship. You say no. See, because the environment there is different. What did give you that mind?
But let me tell you this. You know, there exists the mainstream media. Sometimes what we see on TV is not true. Today you will see a brother in America, you see a brother in Europe, a brother anywhere. Before, like 30 years ago, If someone travels from Africa to America or to Europe, they take care of a whole family. Today, how many brothers will leave one family and go to Europe? They cannot even buy a bag of rice. It tells you that there is not good as it is pictured on TV. But we don't have to learn about the world from TVs. We have to learn about the world from literatures that exist. And that is to say, Africans have to value what Africa has, start to strengthen our continent from within. We have institutions where we can learn from. We have experts where we can learn from. I do not condemn the fact that people will still want to go. Let them go and study. Let them visit anywhere else where they want to go to around the world. Let them just have the sense of patriotism that no matter how long you go, you still have Africa where you call home, and you have a responsibility in making it a better place.
Wow. So, tell me about Africa education.
Well, education in Africa is challenging. It is challenging in a sense that there are some things that needed to be present and they are not.
So, what will be those things?
And I can tell you this. First, let us look into our civilization. Let us look into our fundamental principles as Africans and the way in which our societies have lived before. It is very important. When Westerners were coming, they had this agenda that the best way to deal with us is to control the mindset, is to control the brain of the African child. For if we believe that things has to be Western to be correct, they have to be white to be correct, then they can make us, they can dominate us. And that is how our education system is. When many African countries attained flag independence, they thought everything was there, not knowing that there was a continuation. Because in the mind of the young African that is energetic, the young African that is skillful, the young African that could earn something for a society, there is something controlling it, telling them that no, Africa is not the hub. You need to leave to succeed. And that is how we are losing our most valuable resources, and that is the human capital. Now, coming down to the education system, every country that wants to develop, you have to develop based on the culture, based on the reality of your country, based on agriculture in your country, based on education which is tailored by the reality of your own country. So that is why African countries now have to look into the curriculums. What do we teach people when they go to school? It is no longer about the language. This English doesn't fit anyone. French doesn't fit anyone. What fits you is skills, it's knowledge, and that has to be in the education system. Our schools has to be solution centers. When people go to school, upon leaving school, there is a society that awaits them. So the education system must be tailored in a way that it is not going to create job seekers but job creators. The education system must be tailored in a way that when people leave, they see solution to our societies. And also the sense of patriotism. And an individual cannot be patriotic if they don't know about who they are. Knowledge about the self. Knowing that you're black, knowing that you're African, knowing the history behind the African, knowing the civilization of the African people, that is what is going to enhance that sense of patriotism in individuals. I can just tell you something. Japan was zero, but Japanese had to send their children outside of Japan to go and study, but keep track of them. Before they send them, they put in principles in them. They put knowledge. They put knowledge about the self in them. And that is why they went back to Japan, and now they are doing what they are doing. You've seen the Chinese in recent years. We have seen many other societies like Singapore, which gained independence the same year with my own country, the Gambia. Where is Singapore today and where is Gambia? Where is Singapore and where is Nigeria, for instance, with all the resources present in Nigeria? Because people are not given the necessary skills and knowledge to drive the resources that we have as a continent in solving our realities. So that is what affects the education system.
So the education is not to teach them the right way.
Exactly.
Good. So
all those areas that you will not go into, because if you do, your religious belief system comes under threat. So what you do instead is you say, if you go into those areas, that's blaspheming the idea that we are an expression of infinite awareness is blaspheming, because they don't want you going into those areas. They want you in a belief system corral, which they circle the wagons around and tell you that's all you need to know. And if you've got questions and they can't be answered without going into these other areas, then it's because God doesn't want you to know the answers. Religion is the greatest form of mind control ever invented. Once you accept a religious story, belief system, and it is unquestionable, this is how it is, you deny yourself vast areas of potential knowledge, awareness, research, investigation, enlightenment, all those areas that you will not go into, because if you do, your religious belief system comes under threat. So what you do instead is you say, if you go into those areas, that's blaspheming the idea that we are an expression of infinite awareness is blaspheming, because they don't want you going into those areas. They want you in a belief system corral, which they circle the wagons around and tell you that's all you need to know. And if you've got questions and they can't be answered without going into these other areas, then it's because God doesn't want you to know the answers. Religion is the greatest form of mind control ever invented. Once you accept a religious story, belief system, and it is unquestionable, this is how it is, you deny yourself vast areas of potential knowledge, awareness, research, investigation, enlightenment, all those areas that you will not go into, because if you do, your religious belief system comes under threat. So what you do instead is you say, if you go into those areas, that's blaspheming the idea that we are an expression of infinite awareness is blaspheming, because they don't want you going into those areas. They want you in a belief system corral, which they circle the wagons around and tell you that's all you need to know. And if you've got questions and they can't be answered without going into these other areas, then it's because God doesn't want you to know the answers. Religion is the greatest form of mind control ever invented. Once you accept a religious story, belief system, and it is unquestionable, this is how it is, You deny yourself vast areas of potential knowledge, awareness, research, investigation, enlightenment, all those areas that you will not go into, because if you do, your religious belief system comes under threat. So what you do instead is you say, if you go into those areas, that's blaspheming the idea that we are an expression of infinite awareness is blaspheming, because they don't want you going into those areas. They want you in a belief system corral, which they circle the wagons around and tell you that's all you need to know. And if you've got questions and they can't be answered without going into these other areas, then it's because God doesn't want you to know the answers. Religion is the greatest form of mind control ever invented. Once you accept a religious story, belief system, and it is unquestionable, this is how it is, you deny yourself vast areas of potential knowledge, awareness, research, investigation, enlightenment, all those areas that you will not go into, because if you do, your religious belief system comes under threat. So what you do instead is you say, if you go into those areas, that's blaspheming the idea that we are an expression of infinite awareness is blaspheming, because they don't want you going into those areas. They want you in a belief system corral, which they circle the wagons around and tell you that's all you need to know. And if you've got questions and they can't be answered without going into these other areas, then it's because God doesn't want you to know the answers. Religion is the greatest form of mind control ever invented. Once you accept a religious story, belief system, and it is unquestionable, this is how it is, you deny yourself vast areas of potential knowledge, awareness, research, investigation, enlightenment, all those areas that you will not go into, because if you do, your religious belief system comes under threat. So what you do instead is you say, if you go into those areas, that's blaspheming the idea that we are an expression of infinite awareness is blaspheming, because they don't want you going into those areas. They want you in a belief system corral, which they circle the wagons around and tell you that's all you need to know. And if you've got questions and they can't be answered without going into these other areas, then it's because God doesn't want you to know the answers. Religion is the greatest form of mind control ever invented. Once you accept a religious story, belief system, and it is unquestionable, this is how it is, you deny yourself vast areas of potential knowledge, awareness, research, investigation, enlightenment, all those areas that you will not go into, because if you do, your religious belief system comes under threat. So what you do instead is you say if you go into those areas, that's blaspheming. The idea that we are in of infinite awareness is blaspheming.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 19th day of April 2025. And our lines are now open. I will just take few calls if you may, please. Just few calls because I have some other things to attend to. Very, very critical. Our WhatsApp and Signal line remains +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. Our WhatsApp and Signal line, I repeat for the third time, +61 405 142 547. You can call us and give us your view. I will just take few calls, please, on the issue discussed, because Biafra remains our is our religion. Biafra remains everything, our ideology, everything. I have a caller, Mazi. Can you hear me, Mazi? Caller on Signal. Can you hear me, Mazi?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi.
There were Mazi. Udodrege. Welcome to the program.
Good evening from me, Mazi.
There were.
May Chukwu continue to bless you, my brother, for the good work you are doing for your people. And we must continue to do the needful until Biafra is restored. Mazi Jonathan, please, before I continue, I beg you to allow me to make this important announcement. And before maybe I say one or two things concerning the program of tonight. Thank you so much. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, IPOB Austria is once again inviting us to our Linz rally, which we used to conduct every year, 1st of May. Here in Austria, we have two events in May, 1st of May and 30th of May, which is worldwide observation of our heroes and heroines that died that we might be alive today. So on 1st of May, all IPOB Austria is heading to Linz, and most of us that have been coming to this event, we know where we used to meet. The address is Volksgarten. Volksgarten is just about 10 meters walk from train station. Immediately you come down from train station, just you walk towards the opposite, then you meet Volksgarten. You can ask anybody where is Volksgarten, they will direct you where we used to gather before we continue this march. And also remind our members that all road is leading to Linz in this particular 1st of May. Please, the time we are of our meeting point is 8 o'clock in the morning. Meeting point is 8 o'clock in the morning. And also, please, if you want to know more concerning this event, please contact our national coordinator, Mazi Ongumere, for more information. And we ask, please, it is very important. We know this event is being televised in radio, in their ORF 1 television here in Linz. Please, we want this year on to be huge, so that those of them that are saying that IPOB is not existing, they will know how strong we are here in Austria, and also the government of Austria will keep on educating them concerning our issue until the whole world understand that we are not going to give up until Biafra is restored. As this is what my first announcement, and I ask you please to continue the program. May God bless you, Mazi. Thank you so much.
Mazi, we must continue. Please, you can call, please, before I switch off the phones. Please, you can call and give your views, if you may. As I have been saying, our line, WhatsApp and Signal line remains +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. We must continue. You know, what is, yes, yes, what is holding us in Nigeria is great. The Fulani Caliphate, they thought that they can run down Biafra land and take over Biafra land as they did to Hausas. They don't know that it is not easy. We resisted Britain for 31 good years. And the Fulani think that they can run us over with a Nigerian with state power, you know. But it's not done. It's not going to happen. You see, for them daring this nonsense with us, Fulani will regret it all the time. They will regret it. Their generations coming will even blame their people, that why did you go to touch these people? Because I say the indigenous people in the north, we turn against them. We are coming. I say the Hausas and others people, they will turn against for daring to touch Biafrans, to commit genocide on us, and continue talking tough, continue thinking that they can kill us like that. They thought that we are ordinary people. For daring that, the Fulani will be in a mess. In the north, I'm not even talking in the south. In the north, let them continue what they are doing. They will be in the highest mess of their time. I'm telling you. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. I think you'll be the last caller. Let me switch off the phones. Caller on
Mazi.
There, Mazi. Welcome to the program. There, Dodrege.
There, onye bagume Mazi Jonathan. I know again. Emeka Nsuka from Bucaramanga, Colombia. Nsuka is Biafra land. The whole Enugu is Biafra land. We know our boundary. We know where we come from. We have to go back to our roots. Mazi Jonathan. We hear your lecture this afternoon from my side here, and we appreciate you for your courage, the effort, the power. Because when we hear you, Radio Biafra is where we worship. It's a university that I never dreamed that I will attend. But today, thank God for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Nala Biafra. A man that Chukwukabiyama sent to save his people. This time is not Jesus Christ we are crying for. We are crying for our people to wake up. For our people to know what faces us in our land. Because what is coming is a calamity. What is coming is, if we don't take time as a race, they will find us as they find. Go to Turkey and see what is happening in Turkey. Go to Kwara go to Lebanon. But our people never reason. They are still waiting for Jesus Christ to come and save them, to come and build road for them, to come and develop as Japan is doing it. Japan don't call Jesus Christ all the time Rosemary. Instead of our people to put common sense in our people, what they only know is quoting Bible, telling you that Jesus do this, Jesus do this. They cannot tell you what you will invent to help society. They cannot tell you how all this Fulani Caliphate are planning to take over Biafra land. But what they are telling you is open chapter of so verse. Read it. Just sleep. The Holy Ghost will come and cover you. Mad people everywhere. When are we going to wake up with Biafrans? Forget all these things that white man bring to us. We have where we come from. In our land, all these trees you see is a spiritual trees. All this ukukwa you see is a spiritual tree that you can go and stand and speak. You hear what you are saying? Because it is God you see. Nobody creates that tree there. It is God that mounts it. When you see it, you see God. Somebody will tell you, continue to fast every day. All our people are suffering for I don't know what to call because of fasting. Every week we are fasting. Every day you are and you don't have no common road. Everybody are running away. Every day people are running away from Biafra land, men and women. And tomorrow now they will gather. Every Catholic church will be dancing, praising God. Why Fulani is planning to come to our land and take over our land? And tomorrow you will be camping, pray for Pope John Paul, pray for Queen Elizabeth. There in their place, are they Biafrans? You don't have Saint Chief Emeka Ujuku. You will pray to revenge what is happening. You are praying for Saint Bukweba. They were Mazi Jonathan.
Well, thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on signal. Let me see. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Caller on signal.
I'm hearing you loud and clear. So can you hear me?
No, the whole world is hearing you. Please go on. You make it brief because I have to go.
Appreciate you, Mazi Jonathan, for the good work you're doing, and the DOS, our great able men in the bush, the ESN, and all the wonderful IPs all over the world. I want to really appreciate each and every one of us. Well, we are not appreciating because we are not done with the work until when Biafra is restored. We are not going back because there is no back to go. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains our leader, and the DOS will support them 100%. So, Mazi, I want to just all your analysis this night based mostly towards Fulani. I saw one pastor from Benga telling the members of the church that they should comfort Fulani with fast prayer. I told them, try to comfort a Fulani that is with AK-47, they'll blow off your head. Pray, just pray and say you want to comfort them with prayer, they'll blow off your head. We continue supporting ESN because they are the child of necessity. Mazi, do you know that in my community, I just got information today that Shell has started again clean our people by using cuttings. You know, using one man they call Enye saying they pump and they well to kill our people in Ebema. I want to, if you're hearing my voice and you're from Ebema, fighting against your own brother in this time that we are fighting to liberate ourselves in Nigeria, shame on you. Go and join ESN and fight and defend the land of Biafra and stop killing your own brothers and sisters. For over 4 months now, they are fighting, killing themselves in Ukuba. And I want to tell you, anybody fighting in Ukuba, I believe that Shell, they know about it because there is Shell in that community. Shell is using our people to fight our people. So this night, I want to call you, all the Ebema sons and daughters, mostly Obiapo and Ukuba. Those fighting in Ukuba, you people should stop. We are fighting to restore Biafra so that we shall live life like human beings. We have gas and oil, but we are not benefiting from Nigeria. So the fight should stop from this night. Mazi, I want to appreciate you because, as you said, I should not take much time. I pray that Chukwuka will help us, and at the end, Biafra shall be restored, and all glory shall be given to Chukwuka. Thank you, may Chukwuka bless you, sir.
They will. Thank you very much, Mazi. Well, this is what they do. They come to our land, they instigate problems in order for them to continue milking our resources while desecrating our land, while making our place to be a no-go area. That is it. Partnership built geometrics in order to supply electricity. But he was denied the gas that should fire the place. He was denied gas, and the gas came from our land. That's why when the clip I played about the person demanding why we shouldn't build the southeast or east without Nigerian government, without the help of federal government, I curse that man, honestly. I curse him. Because what power, once people without political power, they are nothing. They want to hear there is no, they are nothing. They want to hear. Look at our place. Southeast was sidelined on 2025 developmental projects. Sidelined. I played it here, I continue playing it, and nothing happened. So they want us to continue hustling and dying and no, we should be wise. We should put all our efforts, support what we are doing, support IPOB, support ESN. Don't mind what Nigerian government used to unleash, to blackmail IPOB, please. Don't mind them. Don't mind them. I'm telling you. Don't mind them. What they used in order to blackmail IPOB to turn our people against IPOB. This is, we have been saying it here, we have been preaching it here. This is intelligent work. It's a strategy. Infiltrate ESN, use them, commit crimes against the people, and the result will be the people will blame ESN and say, instead of like this, I beg Biafra, what we don't want again. That is it. Simple and short. It's a very, very simple plan. But our people, some of them fall victims. And some is because of money. They promote all this propaganda that ESN is killing ESN, is doing this. No. I will stop here, please. Biafra remains our religion. Biafra remains who we are. Biafra remains our ideology. And we must continue to make sure that we protect this struggle with every might, every breath, the last drop of blood in us. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.